Stuart, I believe, may be having a bit of a midlife crisis, where he feels the need for artificial friends.
Good morning. Just out on a day trip today. I'm off to explore a historic site, but first I've got to go to the Robert Jones Agnes Hunt Orthopaedic Hospital over in Oswestry.
So that's where I come in. By the way, my name's Ellie, and being honest with you, it's more about if I can actually work with Stuart.
I'm actually going off in the next couple of days also up north, but I'll tell you about that in the next episode. Well, I've arrived. It's 9:30. My appointment's not to 10:30, so as ever, I'm well early. Paid me £5 for the day because it's going to be probably 3 or 4 hours. From what I can gather, I'll be here doing various tests and that. Is it me, or a bit of a rant coming now? Is that if you're not in the UK and you're in other countries, do you have to pay for parking in hospitals? I just find it's something morally not right. You're there. Nobody wants to be at hospital. They're either visiting people that unfortunately are ill, or you're going because you're not well. The Robert Jones and Agnes Hunt Orthopaedic Hospital was originally founded by Agnes Hunt as the Bass Church Children's Hospital in the 1900s. Agnes Hunt was an English nurse who, after suffering from a painful hip condition, sought treatment from the renowned orthopaedic surgeon Sir Robert Jones in 1903. And so I was saying the reason I'm here is actually for a pre-op. I'm having an op in a few weeks' time on my hands, or hand, maybe hands. It's about probably 2 or 3 years ago, I found that I was getting lots of aching in the hand, not pain, just ache. And also I was going to get some hard nodules on the joints. I noticed that my fingers started to become more sort of bent up and that. And then I just happened to see one doctor who said, I don't think that's arthritis, I think that's Dupreyten's contracture. And they don't know what causes it actually. Especially on the middle and smaller fingers, the fingers actually start curling back up. So this one here, now completely 90 degrees, I can't push that, that's actually fixed there.
Now, what Stuart is not telling you is that he was also famous for being the surgeon that treated Napoleon Bonaparte's hemorrhoids.
It's been 12 months now I've been waiting for surgery. So the surgery will basically cut that and open it back up. Whether that will go back fully, I doubt. But it's starting to get in the way of things. I now catch it on the steering wheel, for example, or I can't put gloves on the one side. So it sounds weird, and also obviously mouse and keyboard doing what I do, editing and production, it can cause problems.
A few hours later.
Okay, so I'm all out. Took about 2 hours. So it's purely just all the ECG, usual stuff, MRSA tests, blood tests, and then see the nurse just to fill out the consent forms. And that's it really, so I just got to wait 3 weeks and then for the op.
Stuart has found an old historic fort site just 5 minutes drive away from the hospital.
Well, I could have done with my boots, to be perfectly honest. I left them at home. Hope it's not too muddy. Anyway, it's a red coat day for sure. Right, let's go and find out what this is all about. You don't know what's on the doorstep there. I've driven up and down this road many times, past here, either to the hospital or going beyond into Wales. Never even looked. So we're at the old Oswestry Hill Fort. The site is around about 3,000 years old, I understand. So it was built between 800 BC and 43 AD. And it's supposed to be one of the best preserved hill forts in the UK. In its time, the fort likely served as a powerful tribal stronghold. It was sort of a key centre of the region, really. So the area has been excavated and there's obviously a lot of biodiversity in the area. In World War I, actually, the soldiers used the hill fort for training. And actually the poet Wilfred Owen, that you may have heard of, was actually born in Oswestry, and he trained here before going into France, where he obviously died. So the earthworks actually get all the way around what I guess this field on top that is now. So this would have been one of the gateways into the main central area of the hill fort. It's amazingly a big area, I have to say. As people are attacking the fort, they'd have had to climb up a hill, down into a bank, and obviously you'll be able to sort of shoot down and defend from height as an advantage. Off to the north there is Wrexham. Obviously that became a big Roman area. Don't know if you can see my screen there, but you get a sense of where I am in conjunction of the fort. So the person who actually discovered and really excavated was the archaeologist William Varley. He did this in 1939, and he sort of revealed much of what you can see today. So this is the eastern gateway. I'm guessing it would have housed probably 100 people in there at least. These sheep remind me of when we were in France. We saw one all snagged up in the briars that we had to alert people to go and rescue. I have no idea what breed they are, but someone I'm sure will tell me. Jane right now would be bricking herself. Thinks they're going to charge her. But I think they're fairly placid, to be honest. And we're back to where we started. So I've done a full 360. It's probably going to take me about 10 or 15 minutes, so that just proves how big it is. Right, time for a cup of tea. I think I'm going to have a cheese toastie.
Stuart is attempting to make cheese on toast, but he has managed to forget the all-important brown sauce. This, along with forgetting his walking boots earlier, shows he can be a little disorganized. I'm trying to stay positive about this culinary experience. It's not gourmet, but it's definitely toast. Well, apparently that's it for this episode, and in the next one, as we're heading north, as Stuart's getting his pride and joy, Harry the van upgraded. If you fancy a heartwarming detour, the top card links to the sheep rescue Stuart mentioned. Definitely worth a watch. And below that, you'll find the video explaining what Harry was named after. See you next time.